Good evening, folks. As you see, I have a Partridge grub shrimp hook K4A in the vise, and I'm going to tie in a Paraloop. Paraloop is an emerger pattern, so I'm going to show you how that's done. So first of all, Semperfli Nano Silk 50 diner. If it's already waxed, tie it in, touch and turns on the way down. Spin your thread anti-clockwise to open it up, and it'll flatten everything out. So, and start bringing it down towards the bend of the hook. Stopping short, come back up. Okay, right. Next up is a stripped quill in olive. I always tied the black part upwards, so when you tie it in, it's actually facing backwards. So I'm tying it in, and then I'm going backwards to lock everything in place, and then carry on down the hook towards the bend. So, and then back up. So, wax your thread again. So, for the purpose of this fly, I'm just going to put a bit of varnish onto the thread. Normally what I would do is to tie a good few of these up, and I would put a UV resin on top with varnish, and then I leave it to dry overnight, and normally do 5 or 6 of them. So, touch and turns or open turns, whatever you want, because it is going to be a midge pattern. Carry it on up the shank of the hook. Now, some of these quills are very dry, so when before you tie it in, just give a bit of moisten. It'll just prevent them from breaking. So there you go. Just snip off the waist like so, and then bring it back here. Right. Well, I don't have a gallows tube. I do have a gallows tube, but it won't fit this vise. So what I'm doing is that I use a Go Bright floss, and just line it up here now onto the top of the shank, pinch and loop it in, and just tie it all in, and come back to lock it in place. Okay, like so. So I will show you how I would tie this in. So this is a Grizzle Saddle. Just stripping some of the bars off it. So on top of the hook, tie it in like so. Wax your thread. It's very important that you actually wax the thread for the very last part. I'll show you why. So I put my finger in through the loop, right, and I keep that tight. So with the Grizzle Saddle, bring it up the floss in touch and turns. Sorry, in open turns it should be. The reason why it's open turns because I need room to bring the saddle back down. So, how do you know how far to go up? Well, bring your saddle, everything forward, and as you can see, it's just over the middle of the eye. So that's just about right. And then start bringing your saddle down, keeping it tight as you come down. And then you're hold everything in place, moisten your finger and your thumb, and start stroking everything back like so. Hold everything in place. Pinch and loop is the best way to tie this in. Keep in control and bring it backwards like so. Snip off everything forward. Like so. Okay. And then just flatten everything out. Okay. Right, dubbing is Kapok Fusion UV Black. Now just spread it out a wee bit, yeah. Up to the thread, put it into a dubbing rope. So slide it up and then just put it on like so. Right, again, we bit have wax on your thread. Okay. Right, catch your floss. Again, moisten the fingers, fold everything back. Manipulate those fibres to come back and bring them over like so. Now just not too tight at first. Again, a pinch and loop method works here the whole time, like so, and pull. You see everything starting to form there. Okay, so waxing your thread is very important at this point here. Okay, that'll just grip everything there like so. Now snip off this like so. Just bed all that in there. Okay, that's grand. And just put a little bit of varnish on your thread and finish it off with finish. I'll do it with my hands. You normally see me do it with the hands. Hold the fibres back so they don't get caught. And then just slide your blades through the nano, and there you have a Paraloop merger pattern, good for buzzers. You can also use it for the olives when they're appearing. So what happens there is that that's sitting on the water, the whole hook is actually subsurface with the hackle just above it, so it just takes the effect of an emergent pattern. Thanks for watching. See you again next week. Bye.